Monster RX 93.1 presents The Morning Rush. The Morning Rush, the country's favorite morning program on FM radio. Music, laughs, all the hot tea, and the hilarious top 10. Your hosts, Chico, Hazel, Marky, and Rika. The Morning Rush.
Monster RX 93.1. Good morning, Team Bahay. Hello, Chico.
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I don't know about the good part. It's raining.
I know.
Again.
Gloomy,
So, yeah.
dark, yeah.
It is gloomy today.
Extra difficult to get up.
Let's make it a good morning, nevertheless. It's just a little, not too rainy naman, pero at least in our area, it's just drizzly, like a foggy London morning.
Bad weather.
Very much. Very much. So, yeah, it is a rainy Wednesday, but given that it's a Wednesday, that it's Riot Wednesday, we've got something that's perfect for today. For the music, it can, remind us of something from our past. So thank you to Call Me RB for suggesting it. We are looking for the top 10 hashtag na guidance ka because. So,
yeah, I saw that suggestion.
Right? So, yung gano'n, yung mga tipong like, ba't ka na guidance? You know, like sometimes it doesn't even have to be something you did that was, quote, bad. Sometimes it's just like problematic behavior.
Yeah.
Yung tipong they feel like you need a little bit of guidance. It doesn't have to be like you broke a rule or, it doesn't have to be that. Minsan para if they just notice something about you that they think needs maybe a talk, maybe you're always sad.
Or if they
ganun,
feel like,
diba?
if they feel like you're with the wrong crowd, yung parang baka you know something that can help them with, whatever case they're trying to solve.
Minsan nga yung kunyari because you're such a loner. Yung mga ganon, sometimes they'll ask you to go to the guidance and then they're like, is there something wrong? Is there a problem at home? Are you being bullied? But okay, let's give you some examples.
You know what? The guidance counselor's office was my place. I would go there all the time because I would get disciplinary action for all the things I used to do. Middle school was like my worst time. So yeah, I love my guidance counselor. This is my topic.
This is your topic. So chime in anytime and explain to us how it works. Kasi
how much detention I got because of the guidance counselor. Well, instead of detention, they would send me to the guidance counselor because they thought I needed guidance.
Like a little guidance, yeah.
Because they thought instead of me being a bad student, they're like, oh my gosh, this guy could turn out to be a criminal. So let's send him to the guidance counselor.
Wait, so Chico, have you never were you never sent to the guidance counselor?
No, not really.
I knew
the closest I ever got was, it wasn't really a guidance thing, but more like, kasi the one time that I got into trouble, sige, ito na rin ang advance na to ha, entry ko na to, kasi wala talaga akong guidance eh. Pero like, I punched a guy kasi he was making fun of my name. Of my name. Parang he was rhyming it with something na ano. I punched him.
How old are you?
He cried. I don't know. Early grade school. Like grade 3, grade 2. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Tapos, so, di ba? Nakakatawa nga kasi it was like I got both ends of the spectrum. Kasi they basically like talk to me na parang, when you're angry, don't punch somebody just because, they called you like a name. Tapos biglang sabi nila, and while you're here, they said, they were asking me questions kasi nga, in the words of my teacher, actually hindi ko teacher, another class's teacher, they're just concerned kasi masyado raw akong, in their words, lembot.
That's terrible.
And what's wrong with that?
You know what?
Exactly.
This is back in the day.
Lembot. Yeah. But,
Back in the day.
So I was like,
Terrible.
Parang contradictory yung statement nila kasi they're trying to ask you to toughen up, but at the same time, they're telling you, just
chill out.
Don't do anything if
punch.
you get teased. Yeah.
That's terrible.
exactly. Kasi parang nalito rin sila eh. Kasi I did, a Monet exchange. Alam mo yung boxingero, drag queen.
I can imagine.
I can see it.
Alam mo yun? Diba? So parang, basagulero. Pero lembot.
Tsaka parang, they're probably so used to you being a goody-goody. So when you did something like that, it was totally out of character. And you didn't get in as much trouble as another student may have, got into trouble.
True.
Feeling ko they took it easy on you.
Because they were like, okay, at least he's punching other boys.
At least, no?
At least. At least.
Since when was that a good thing? But yeah, I guess if... So siguro nalilito rin sila. So here are some examples. Na-guidance ka because nilagyan ko ng kalahating hollow block yung bag ng kaklase ko.
Right?
Ba't ang bigat? Ang hirap.
I don't get it. Guys do that all the time. It's a guy thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not a girl thing.
Putting
hollow block though.
Like heavy stuff. Hollow blocks, mga bato, garbage.
Heavy
in the
textbooks.
office. Mga yung stapler sa office, yung lalagyan ng scotch tape. Di ba yung mga
Tell me about it.
They
Louis
put
used to
random
do that
things.
to me when I was training under
Really?
him. Yeah, when I was a student
Oh
jock.
my gosh.
Like I would find random stuff in my bag.
What would he put inside?
Diba?
Like stuff in the booth. Like the most random things. And I'd be like, bakit nasa bag ko to? Alam mo yung mauuwi mo.
Diba?
And you're like, oh my
Naging
God.
klepto ka pa.
Oo.
Like in the remember The Office? They put his stapler naman inside like a jello.
Oh my
Like
God.
like a jello, like a mound of jello. Kumpara Finrees, they put the stapler there while it was still wet, put it in the freezer until it froze. It was inside a jello. It was so weird.
Not juvenile at all.
Absolutely not.
Yep.
It's very mature.
And so much effort. For
I know.
And na-guidance ka because nagpasabog ako ng labintador sa toilet bowl ng boys' room.
Ooh, this sounds like my brother.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, what's
That's
labintador?
gross. Like a firecracker.
Yeah, firecracker.
Okay.
Are those the
Yeah, inside the
triangle
bowl.
ones? Yun ba yun?
Yes.
Okay.
While someone was about to sit down or...
No naman siguro. Kasi obviously, sasabog agad yun, di ba? You wouldn't have enough time to sit. Wala
okay.
lang. Alam mo yun, para sumabog yung tubig or I don't know. Or maybe because it's safer. Kasi at least if it's in the toilet bowl, nothing's gonna get ruined, right?
True.
Yeah. Or maybe, alam mo yun, mga dare.
True,
Kids do
pwede.
that
Mga
all the
ganon.
time.
And another example, na-guidance ka because nahuli akong nasa, quote, inappropriate website during computer class.
Why would you do that in school?
Why would you do that?
Not very smart.
How? You're not going to be in the mood if you're in school. That's gross.
But wait. Oh yeah, there's LTE now and stuff, right? Oh
Yeah,
my
but
gosh.
no, I think
you
it's
can connect to like...
Yeah.
I think it's the element of getting away with it.
Yeah. Getting
being
away
caught.
with murder.
Oh, that's a category. So... yeah. And...
Where, Chico? Where do you see these categories?
No. I mean, it's a category of
Category
bad
is?
students.
Samaru?
The ones who are always caught. It is. Category is inappropriate websites.
Getting caught realness.
Oh, yeah. And then another example. Nag-guidance ka because tinext ko lahat ng classmates ko na walang pasok the next day meron. Walang pumasok.
Oh, are you serious?
Like, right?
Nobody
Can you
bothered
imagine?
to
so, like,
check?
bilang sabi ng teacher, where? Where's
That's
everyone? Alam mo yun?
That's probably impossible. Because I'm sure like a lot of the parents are gonna check.
Yeah, or one of the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah. I would probably check. I'd probably be the classmate who would check and confirm and say, fake news.
Yeah.
And na-guidance ka because this is something that, at least sabi ko, na it doesn't have to be like bad, but it could be very problematic. Nag-propose ako sa teacher ko.
Huh?
I remember. Yeah, like, I remember.
Trudeau, is that
this
you?
was a thing. Pero, not so, hindi si Trudeau yun. Si
Sino yun?
Macron.
Macron
si
pala,
Macron.
Macron.
Si Macron, yung French
Si Macron
president.
pala, oo.
I remember, this was a thing. Not because he proposed, but this was really, especially older grade school, yung mga tipong grade school, high school, yung nachichismis na mag-on na yung isang classmate namin tsaka yung teacher.
Yeah,
Or
we
that
had that
something
too.
fishy is
We had
going
that
on.
as well.
Yung parang, diba? Like it was a thing. I distinctly remember. Like sobrang lakas ng ugong na on the paper kasi, di ba merong teacher na mabarkada sa
Students.
Yeah.
yung parang like super friendly. Pero to us, to the rest of us, she was just like a mom figure. But every now and then, there's just like, I think something's going on between blank and Miss Ganyan.
And Miss
Parang, I think
Milf.
mag-on na sila.
Was there really
Like
something
mag-on
going
na
on?
sila. I don't know. It was a rumor.
We
Like,
had-
of course, it's probably not. Pero
We had one.
parang ano namin,
We
na
had
parang there's something more than just friendship.
we had one that was actually based off of something that someone saw. There's because we had a teacher who was really young, like
Oh.
fresh out of college, 22, and then we were in senior year. The girl's like 18, so kalapit yung age.
Yeah.
And they used to hang out a lot because he used to be the coach as well of the football team. So whenever they were like walking together in the hallways, even if she wasn't in his class anymore,
Very Mean Girls. Remember that coach
Oh.
and
I forgot.
the
What
Asian
happened?
girl? Diba they were
Oh yeah,
they were getting it on
boning. Yeah.
and somebody saw them and wanted to.
But I mean, no one actually saw them doing anything inappropriate. Like there was no kissing, nothing. But I think someone caught them in the hallway, like parang after a kiss.
Oh, wow.
So
Yung sa amin kasi, it's more of ano siya, it's more of like, I don't think, even the chismis part was not really naman that something was happening or something physical was going on. With us, it's more of like, alam mo yun nga, yung mag-on, alam mo yung parang boyfriend-girlfriend
Yeah.
kind of thing na dinadala niya ng gift yung teacher namin every day, yung mga ganon. Yung, it just got a
baka
little...
crush lang.
Okay,
Crush ni
parang
student.
crush.
Ugh.
Oo, tapos alam mo yung, although technically hindi sila naman mag-on, it's more of, yung parang, alam mo yung
They have something
ligaw
special.
behavior.
Yeah,
They were
no, I
already
get that.
practicing. Parang nagpa-practice na sila, oo.
I feel bad. Why was my teacher crush such a stand-up guy? Like, he didn't go
If
there.
only he went there.
But, you know, I kind of understand because we would also get teased by like everyone. And obviously they knew that I had the hots for him and they kind of sensed it. Pero wala talaga eh. Although meron yung yun nga, like sometimes he would give me gifts. But I knew that it was like, it was
Yeah.
wholesome. Like maybe he knew that, I guess he just knew that I had a crush on him. So he was just being nice to me or what nicer than usual. But it wasn't like
Na-disturb lang ako eh.
pervy kasi.
Did you do well in your class?
Yes.
In that class? It's
Yeah.
weird. The teacher that I had a crush on was the worst class. I mean, for me.
Okay.
Because, like, first of all, I'm not a fan of science. I mean, I'm not very good at that.
Yeah.
So, I tried my hardest. But even my hardest wasn't good enough.
Yeah, the thing is, pag may crush ako sa teacher, ginagalingan ko dun sa subject na yun. I make sure that, I do well in class. And yung high school teacher crush ko kasi math teacher. So, I guess that's how I became good at math.
Better at math, right?
Kasi siya because, kung hindi ko siguro siya naging crush, wala naman akong pake. So I wouldn't have exerted extra effort. But, yeah, I tried to be really good at math because of him.
Natawa lang ako kasi di ba sabi mo, Hazel, parang it was wholesome. Pero, earlier, instead of saying na, yeah, because everybody knew that I had a crush on him, ang pagkakasabi mo, everybody knew I had the hots for him. Ano naging wholesome yan?
He was wholesome.
Wholesome yun.
Remember, I set it up so that we would sleep next to each other in a tent.
Oh, wow.
Alam mo, like, I think kasi it's easier for, hindi naman something to happen, pero I think it's easier for it to be not awkward pag kunyari, it's a girl teacher tapos all-boys school. Kasi remember, she can control it. Kasi she's the teacher eh. Mas freaky kasi pag if you're a male teacher and it's a girl student. Kasi then it becomes a little predatory yung dating.
Yeah.
So I think it's a little bit...
Because the
that's
other
why
one
I
is...
think your teacher was more careful. Kasi
And that's why it's kind
this is a very young girl.
Also more romanticized when the woman is older than the boy.
Yeah.
Because there's The Graduate, so many May December relationships that you see on TV. So that's probably why it's not as frowned upon as the older male and the younger female.
That's true. I mean, yung crush ko din naman yung female teacher ko in 6th grade. Diba yun? Nililigawan levels ko pa nga that I would give her gifts and stuff. But I guess it's different nga. Pag girl. And then younger girl or boy.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Grabe, no? As in, grade 6? Malaki ka na nun Nakakatakot na yun.
I would stalk her, remember?
OMG.
If I were a
Literally
teacher,
stalk her.
I would be freaked out. Kasi parang that's old enough to be like, I don't know, scary.
Maybe she was, but hey, we're Facebook friends now, so I guess I wasn't that creepy.
Good for you.
And also, na-experience ko din naman being on the other side of things. Diba in college, I had a bad experience with a pervy pros.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
And I wasn't into him at all, but, it was a...
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did he try to do?
Oh, he did stuff.
He did?
Yeah. Yeah. Not very
That's
pleasant.
terrible. Did you report?
Oh,
No.
Sorry, I don't think I was...
No, I didn't.
You didn't report.
He was a swimming professor.
Oh, no.
A PE professor. So, it was just really creepy. I mean,
I just have something against that whole thing where you're a coach and you do things to your... I'm so lucky, I'm fortunate that all the coaches that I've had in my life have never been either pervy or incredibly mean.
Yeah.
Diba?
Good for you.
Because it's scary when you have to deal with that. A mentor who does things that don't normally get done on a regular basis. It's beyond me what people experience, how people feel and experience. So sorry about what happened to you.
We've actually had a couple. Well, hindi man a couple. I know of one teacher who I don't know what happened to him, but yeah, during our time in college, na ano siya, I think he was fired or something because of inappropriate.
Oh wow! Oh yun nga
behavior.
Actually, that PE swimming coach of ours, after me, apparently he kept doing it because I heard stories from other people of him coming on to other girl students. And in my case, kasi at that time I was still part of the block, my freshman block. Parang aware yung blockmates ko of what was happening. Some of them were aware because they would see me. He would ask me to stay in the pool.
Yeah.
One-on-one while everybody's done already. And it just got really creepy.
That's so strange.
Yeah.
Yikes. Okay. Yeah, but there you go. Dapat actually, when you think about it, dapat may guidance din yung mga teachers.
Oo nga.
When they misbehave.
I think they do.
Kasi why is it just the kids?
I think they do.
They should have their own.
They have a meeting with a superintendent.
And let's face it, sometimes it's the guidance people who need guidance, di ba? Like, kasi you don't know where the predators are coming from. Kasi sometimes there are people who are in power. And that's where they stalk their prey. Kasi nga sila yung pinupuntahan, di ba? And like remember there were cases of in the US na like psychiatrists, and then sometimes yung mga dentists who put who sedate their patients, tas biglang gin-grope na pala sila. Di ba may mga cases na ganun
creepy.
sa state? So,
yeah.
It is. That's why now, di ba, pag yung mga in the US, they should actually have it too here. Hindi ka na pwedeng, kunyari, OB, ganyan, tapos let's say lalaki yung OB mo. Parang in the States, there has to be a third person present, like a nurse. Hindi na pwedeng one-on-one. There has to be like a third party in the same room where the is happening, just to make sure that nothing fishy goes on. So basta either patutulugin ka or merong examination, parang meron ka ng third party observer.
Dang.
To make sure na walang hanky-panky. Yeah, but there you go. That's what we're doing today. I think this was a Facebook thing or
Hello?
Oh. Okay, you're becoming
Buzz.
You're choppy.
Hello?
super choppy. Okay, there you are. Yeah, we can hear you again. Or not, but yes.
We
There
lost
go.
you.
So, the top 10 na guidance ka because...
Go ahead and tweet us.
Okay, am I here? Can you hear?
You're like going in and out, but I got you.
Ayun.
Okay, go.
Yes, go ahead at RX931 on Twitter. Please include the hashtag The Morning Rush and hashtag Nag-guidance ka because in all your tweets. But
Tea over coffee. Tea over coffee.
So, Caitlyn Jenner isn't the greatest at using Twitter. Apparently, maybe she should call Donald Trump for some help.
I don't know about that.
But okay, so what happened now is she's running, right, for to recall, to replace Gavin Newsom. And there was something that happened on Twitter where she posted something online, just basically retweeted the post that said, vote no on the recall. And she replied, why? Do you want more unemployment? More illegal immigration, bringing COVID, schools closed? BS. Forget Gavin Newsom, right? And then, you know how we have some of our like fake accounts, right, on the side?
Yeah.
She did not switch accounts. She replied to her tweet saying, honestly shocked she would retweet that. Thank you. A very important story that needs to come to all Californians from her own account.
Oh no, cringe! I cannot handle this. The second-hand shame
It's
is
so
just
shameful.
too much. I cannot.
It was a mess, right?
That is so embarrassing.
And what made it worse was that she removed it after, so it showed that it was a mistake. But there were so many shady people who took photos and posted
I'm sure,
them.
like, people got receipts, right? That is just, that's so embarrassing, and I cannot.
I can't even think about
can't
it because it could
imagine.
happen to us also. In a lot of, but I mean, not in this this level, but it's one of those things that, oh my gosh, that's so cringy.
I can't imagine how Kylie and Kendall feel right now. Because if we're feeling this embarrassed for Caitlyn, I'm pretty sure they're feeling a lot worse. Or who knows, maybe they're used to it. Maybe they just laughed it off. But speaking of that, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo just resigned.
Oh, wow.
So the pressure did get to him.
Yes. He stepped down, and it was announced before I went to bed last night, actually.
Wait, can you enlighten me? I'm not really into U.S. politics. What happened?
Oh, he had like sexual misconduct allegations
Oh, okay.
against him. So yeah, so he resigned in the wake of the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
Kasi when you have like the highest Democrat, kasi he's a Democrat eh. So when you have the highest Democrat in their country calling for your resignation, which is basically the president, Joseph Biden, saying you should resign. I don't know where you can go from there.
But remember, not too
diba,
long
parang wala
ago,
na talaga eh.
hindi not too long ago, diba? Like when the pandemic was at its worst in New York, remember how everybody was praising him, even thinking, you know, he could be the next like president. Yeah, Democratic president. And now, I mean, look what's happening. Things can just take a turn for the worst.
Yeah, just like that.
Just like
that.
I know. It's crazy.
That is crazy. Oh, and did you also hear about Sex and the City?
What about? I've seen pictures of Carrie and Big. I'm excited.
Basically, Sex and the City revival cast were seen filming a funeral rumor. There's a rumor, and it's a major death.
I hope it's not Samantha.
It could be. Because if you think about it, she's not there. She's not part of it.
I hope it's not
Pero ang shady. Kung pinakain nila si Samantha.
Don't kill her naman.
Parang it's the ultimate FU kay
Kasi parang,
Cutter.
well, if you say you're never going to do it ever again, we might as well just kill your character.
Just kill the character so that there's something to talk about, right?
Shady. Ang shady pag that.
Wow.
Probably not. That's
I hope not.
They know better and they will be called out.
They will.
We'll find out soon enough. We'll find out soon
Anyway,
enough.
there you go. That was a bunch of hashtag tea over coffees. If you want to sound off, send the hashtag with your response to RX931 on Twitter.
Tea over coffee. Tea over coffee.
La 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 la.
The Morning Rush Top 10. TMR Top 10.
Monster RX 93.1. It's time for the top 10. Hello, Chico.
Hello. All right. So let's do it. Let's do our top 10 for today. The first one, thanking our topic sender, Call Me RB, hashtag nag-guidance ka because. So let's start off with Camilo. Nag-guidance ka because ang suot mong uniform sa Ateneo High, uniform ng Assumption. Ay, okay.
Where did you
Medyo
even get
hindi
that?
I don't even think that's allowed.
Where did you even get it? At saka diba, like you can't get that tela anywhere else.
Yeah. Baka sa
Apparently, they
baka sa sister niya.
baka.
Diba?
Oo. Kasi alam ko, like, they have a parang whatever with that cloth.
Very
that
specific.
Other people cannot replicate it. Yeah. They can't sell that exact pattern and color. Only for that.
Or baka girlfriend. Pwede din.
Pwede din.
Baka
Pwede rin.
there was a dare and the girlfriend said, here, you wear my outfit and I'll wear yours. Oh.
Or baka alam mo yung sa pagmamadali, nagkapalit kayo ng damit. In your
I don't know.
Mahirap magkapalit.
I don't know if you
alam mo,
Mahirap
kung
magkapalit ng ganun.
kung yung baka tsaka yung kalabaw, nagkapalit sila ng damit sa dun sa alamat ng baka and kalabaw. It is possible.
I guess it is possible.
Pero alam nyo yun, yung alamat na yun, na the reason
Hindi.
kung bakit daw maluwag yung parang 'di ba yung baka, parang loose yung skin ng baka.
Why?
Okay.
May alamat na gano'n. Nagkapalit daw, parang nagtatampisaw sila sa somewhere na bawal. Sinabihan sila ng owner na wag kayong magtatampisaw pag alis ko. So umalis daw yung owner. Matigas yung ulo ng baka tsaka ng kalabaw. So they went in the water. Biglang dumating yung owner nila. So in their hurry, nagkapalit sila ng damit. So forever na silang stuck dun sa nila, mga damit nila na mali. Kaya maluwag yung damit ng baka, tas yung kalabaw parang tight.
Masikip.
Tight fit.
Well, the last time I checked, hindi naman sila nagtatanggal ng balat pag naliligo. nakakita ng kalabaw at baka na tanggalin ko muna yung balat ko bago ako maligo sa
All
river.
bones.
All bones.
Ang weird nga nung alamat na yun. Pero favorite ko siya for some
weird
reason.
naman ng alamat.
Oh, favorite ko siya.
Anong itsura niya without the skin?
Kaya nga alamat,
That
di
look
ba?
kind of weird.
Weird.
Yeah, but it's something I remember from my childhood. It's legit. You can Google it. Yeah.
Okay, let's check it
And
out.
from Jungkook's girl, na-guidance ka because nahuli akong nakikinig daw ng bastos. TMR lang naman ang pinapakinggan ko. But
bastos?
are they wrong?
Are they wrong though? Are they wrong?
Are they wrong?
Feeling ko ano yun, that was when I wasn't around.
Yeah.
Kasi when I'm here, I try to
Hindi.
uphold the, the values and like, yeah.
Exactly.
Yung what's right.
Hindi raw eh. Ano raw eh. Nahuli daw siya last Monday. So, sino ba yung wala? So,
Whatever.
last Monday daw. Ito lang. Itong Monday na to.
I don't
Ay,
think
ako
so.
yung wala.
How do you
Ganun
how do
pala.
you say it on air without saying it while rolling your eyes? How do you do that?
Don't worry, you
Dapat,
don't have to
no,
say it.
merong-
He can probably see it like right now. Kahit
Dapat
wala
merong
siya.
verbal version.
Ano? Ugh.
Ugh. And from 7070, na-guidance ka because tinago ko yung sapatos ng kaklase ko sa taas ng blackboard. Kaya buong araw siyang hindi makalabas ng classroom. Oh my gosh, they do that all the time.
Ooh, taas
Like,
ng blackboard.
If you put it there, di ba yung merong uwang
I
doon?
did that.
You can hide stuff there.
I did that in second grade or third grade, pero hindi sapatos ng classmate. Pencil case ng teacher.
Yes. Kasi di ba parang it's not really hidden.
Yeah.
But because you don't think of looking up there, for some reason, you don't see it, even if it's in plain sight.
Yeah, but the way I did
Kasi
it,
nga parang ano eh.
medyo scary for a child. Because I was in second grade and I remember yung teacher ko, si Miss Isma. I remember her name, Miss Isma. She pissed me off because there was one time after school, she saw me. Tapos inutusan niya ako. Pero I mean, no problem. Parang, uy, pakipabili naman ako sa canteen, ganyan. So, I actually did. I bought her whatever, yung food na pinabili niya. Tapos, when I gave her the food, ginawa akong parang waiter na return order. Hindi niya gusto, nagbago yung isip niya. And she told me na parang, ay, na lang pala, ito na lang yung gusto ko. Can you return it? Tapos in my head, wait a minute, why? I was nice enough to do it the first time, and you want me to go back and like change your order. So in my head, etong teacher na to, nakakairita to parang masyadong ginawa akong utusan. So anyway, I did it obviously, begrudgingly. So I gave her whatever she wanted. Tapos parang hindi man na siya nag-thank you or something like that. So inis na inis ako sa kanya, and I couldn't let it go na a couple of days after, nagkaroon ng school program where everybody went to the auditorium for that program. Tapos nung nakita ko na, ay, this is my opportunity. Everybody's like in the auditorium, including Miss Isma. So I went to the classroom, sneakily left the auditorium, and found her pencil case and decided, what am I gonna do with this? Ooh, let me hide it. Up there sa blackboard, behind it, para hindi niya makita. So then, yun, pagbalik namin, hanap sa pencil case niya. Hindi niya makita.
Tapos, like, decades after, nandun pa rin yung pencil.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Tsaka
Diba?
They have a lot.
Like, what if you go to your school now, tapos nandun pa siya?
Tsaka
Can you imagine?
wala pa kasing CCTV nun, hindi pa uso. So, diba, you could still get away with stuff like that. Pero parang medyo yun nga, creepy na.
my God.
Alam mo yun, grabe napaka-vengeful ko naman at that age.
Yeah, no, I think teachers in general, not all, I'm not generalizing, sorry, but teachers have some sort of superiority or God complex, essentially, with students sometimes. Because they feel like they're in charge, right?
They can just tell you.
They can tell you what
whatever.
to do, and you can't say anything because they're your parents in this instance.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you deal with that if you have a teacher who is like that.
Ayun, tagong may pencil case sa taas. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
And coming from Nero, nag-guidance ka because pinagkakalat kong maliit yung quote chalk ni sir. Okay. Kasi pag ginamit mo, syempre liliit yun, 'di ba? Iikli ng iikli. So ganun talaga yun.
ang daming mali dun sa sa entry na yun. Parang guidance naman talaga. Ang dami kong questions kung ako yung guidance counselor.
And from Hey Twinks, nakita ni teacher na sa likod ng physics book ko, nakatago yung brick game at nilalaro ko. Yeah, I remember that was a big thing. If you had a brick game at that time, you were really popular because people would be borrowing it. Pero yun nga, dapat, well, in the first place, in our school at least, you can't bring that kind of game. Even if, let's say, recess or lunch, pag nahuli kang merong gadget or game, confiscated.
That's true.
Because you're not allowed inside the school grounds. You can't have games or magazines or entertainment stuff. Dapat puro school stuff lang. So, yeah. Kasi nga mangyayari yan, pagkakaguluhan, tapos yung pahiram, ako naman. And instead of like doing your work or doing something productive, wala na. Pagkakaguluhan ka na ng classmates mo.
Yeah.
So, not a good idea. And from Avi CJ naman, na-guidance ka because sumagot kami ng slam book. Tapos yung nilagay ko, puro kabulastugan. Sinumbong kami sa teacher. Ayun, diretso guidance.
Hala?
Ano naman ang pakinong guidance sa slam book?
I
diba?
know.
That's non-school matters naman. And if you don't take it seriously, that's your problem.
Sorry.
It's like a notebook with questions that you have to...
Sorry,
yung parang fill in the blank. Ay, parang like name, ambition, favorite, first kiss.
Although, although there was someone who actually did a blog about me before and really, really went to town, calling me all sorts of names. Basically the same things that the guidance counselor called Chico before. And like literally, my Korean friend was like, no, you shouldn't allow this bullying. We should tell the principal. Yeah, so we told the principal.
Oh, wait, sinulat niya sa like a...
She made a blog.
Parang online.
Online. And then she printed it and then put it on lockers all around the school.
Oh my gosh.
What a bully.
Yeah.
Ang psycho.
It's okay because now she is not...
Diba,
now she's a drug addict and doing nothing with her life. So good for her.
Hala.
Kasi
Karma's
it's a campaign when you do that. Like when you do like stuff like printing it out.
Yeah. It's
giving it away like a flyer in school. It's a full campaign.
You're not just directly bullying that person, but you want the entire school to bully that person.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the
terrible.
top na guidance ka because comes from Archa Aguilar and Jungkook's girl and Patrick Starlord. They basically said the same thing.
They all say.
Archa Aguilar says, na-guidance ka because nahuli akong copying the number on my teacher's ID. Akala ko kasi cellphone. Tin pala niya.
Sounds familiar. Sounds awfully familiar.
Awfully familiar.
I know. Yeah. Alam mo yung stalker pero hindi masyadong
hindi
magaling.
Hindi naman kami na guidance noon when we did that. Ano lang. Yes, he just laughed it off. As in, he made fun of us. He was like, why are you copying my tin number? Tapos tawang-tawa siya.
Hindi ganito. Nasabi niya, why are you copying my tin? Why are you copying my tin? Here's my phone number. Ay, hello?
Ay, wait lang. Is tin number redundant? What does tin stand for? Is it...
it's...
Tax income number?
Tax identification.
Or identification number?
A tax number. Oo, parang ganun.
So, tin number is redundant. Okay. So, just tin.
Oo. Para siyang pin.
Ah. Okay.
Diba? Pin and tin.
Oo nga, no? Yeah. So, parang mo sinabing, taxpayer identification number.
Number.
And from Jungkook's Girl and Patrick Starlord naman, na-guidance ka because nahuli kaming nag-ghost hunting sa auditorium after hours. Tapos may nasapian.
What?
Hello.
That
Well,
is-
you know how like sometimes people are easily suggestible. Yung pag kunyari, nag-ano kayo na ghost hunting, ganyan. They kind of convince themselves that they were
That's
possessed.
so scary. Alam mo ba, every time they would report that, kasi minsan nasa news yan eh. Like whenever I'd watch
Yeah.
mga TV Patrol or whatever, minsan may ganyang,
Yeah.
may ganyang news bit and I would always be terrified to watch. So every
Me too.
time may ganyang part, like I would switch channels or I would ask my dad to switch channels. Kasi when I was a kid, he'd always be watching the news. Kasi natatakot talaga ako. Parang feeling ko, I don't want to see it. It's too creepy. It's too
much.
realistic.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
news is scary.
Ako din, anything that has anything to do with the devil and possession, I'm out.
Yeah.
Like, I won't bother. Tsaka, to be honest, kunyari my friends came up with that idea, like to go back to the school at night to go ghost hunting. It sounds like fun, but I just probably wouldn't because I'd be too scared. Kasi I watch too many horror movies. So
Yeah.
I have this thing na you're tempting fate and you're welcoming it into your life when you do that. So I'd be too scared and actually not so much scared, but I'd be too careful.
Especially
Kasi
sa
baka
time
sundan
na
ka
yun,
ng
no? Kasi
Although-
sikat ang Exorcist
not.
sa time na yun.
Although when you're a
I
kid
would
kasi, you don't really think things like that can
Yeah.
actually happen. Because I remember when I was little, I would tag along. Yung may mga magyayayaan na, tara, daan tayo dun sa haunted house. Not really even knowing kung haunted talaga yung house. Parang inano nyo lang, kinoncock nyo lang yung story na
Yeah.
haunted house yun kasi hindi nyo kilala yung nakatira dun or you don't see anyone there. So yeah, we would pass by a certain house late at night. Or yun, I remember we had something in school na parang like a program or something na we were there at night. Ganun din, parang we went to like one of the dark classrooms tapos as in like in the dark tapos wala lang parang nagtatakutan lang kami but in my head it was all in good fun and I wasn't really scared because never naman akong nakaramdam ng anything creepy in school. So yeah, thank God wala naman talagang scary na nangyari, but in hindsight
The one time
hindi ko gagawin yun. I shouldn't have done it.
the one time that I agreed, we were in a village in Magallanes with classmates, with friends. And then one of them said, ay, meron akong dadalhin ko kayo dito sa house. Na apparently it's been abandoned for quite some time because something tragic happened. Basta parang what happened was the family, except for the dad, parang went on a trip and they all died on the trip. Like, I don't know, something like the boat sank or a plane crash or something. Basta like the entire family died, leaving the father alone. And apparently, supposedly, according to I don't know if it's true, but according to my friend, parang he went crazy kasi they just found him like he would be like calling out their names alone in the house.
That's hardcore.
To the point na parang he died. I don't know if like he killed himself or something inside the house rin. So obviously the house was abandoned and nobody wanted to buy it because of the backstory, because everybody knew that that's what happened. So sabi ng friend ko, halika puntahan natin, tignan lang natin. We won't do anything. We won't go inside or anything. We'll just stand in front of it and you can see the empty house from outside kasi malaki yung windows eh. So we went there and we were just looking at it and we were having like goosebumps kasi ang creepy na you can still see the furniture, you could still see, but it was completely dark, no one inside. Tapos yung isang classmate namin biglang sumigaw, may sumilip, may sumilip.
Oh my
gosh,
gosh.
we started running.
How
We
old were you?
So scared.
How old were you?
College.
So medyo hindi ka na bata. But you know,
Hindi na, adult na kami. But we were so scared. Kasi according...
yeah.
And he never took it back, ha? He never took it back. He claims na meron daw talagang sumilip from one of the
crap.
windows.
I would
So like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I never again.
I would
Never
never do
again.
that.
Diba, I told you guys about the time that I did a taping for Halik sa Hangin in the Diplomat Hotel.
Yeah.
And Fifth Solomon, the twins, there's Fifth and Fourth Solomon. He was telling me, oh, Marky, there are ghosts there. And I'm like, where? And he's like, here. And then he showed me a photo that he took of the windows.
Oh.
And on the windows, you can see all sorts of faces. If you zoom in, it's so scary.
No way.
I had to
on
delete it
camera?
from my phone. It was on camera.
That's
and
so creepy.
you saw all sorts of different like creatures that were all basically all around the windows. 3 different windows.
Oh, wow.
And it's impossible that's all shadows.
Yeah.
Impossible. So yeah, it was...
But you know what? The thing is, na-realize ko lang talaga, thank God na hindi open yung third eye ko talaga. Kasi I've quote-unquote challenged fate several times, like I said, when I was a kid, but also as an adult. I remember some friends and I drove to Balete Drive late at night for fun, because you're like, for funsies, you know, let's go to Balete Drive and see what's going to happen.
How is that fun?
But, you know, during that time, I thought it was fun. And wala naman ako na-feel lang, nakita. So, wala. Tawa-tawa lang kami. Nagtatakutan lang kami in the car. We did that. We even parked somewhere in Balete Drive. And then, I also remember...
Did you see, anything?
I didn't see it. Like I said, wala, yun, dun ko napaprove na mukhang wala talaga ako nung third eye or hindi siya open or whatever. I did something similar with Gino and Andre. One time, after work, when we were all boarding at night pa, nagyayaan kami, tara, let's drive around, Pasig or wherever. Tapos tingnan natin kung may, yun, parang ghost hunting lang kami or check out kami ng spirits or whatever. Kasi si Andre, super open yung third eye niya. So we went around the Ultra area. Diba maraming namatay doon?
Yes.
We went around the Ultra area. I think near your village, Chico. Basta ganun, all over.
Wag na yung malapit sa amin. Naman tayo sa Ultra.
And si Andre was telling us, pag may nakikita siya, ayan, ganyan. Tapos kami ni Gino, alam mo yun, wala naman kami nakikita pareho. Tawa lang kami ng tawa. And we were just, freaking each other out. And at some point, medyo natakot na kami kasi parang ang dami ng sinasabi ni Andre. So, we coined a name for like, parang don't say ghost or don't say spirit pag may nakikita ka. Sabihin mo na lang, may latrell. Like, sa White Chicks, si Latrell. Para hindi siya scary. Like, we had to think of something na hindi scary. Para yun yung code name namin for ghosts. So, yun. Every time, I watch White Chicks and I see Latrell, I remember that moment that we had when we went ghost hunting around Pasig.
Diba kami ni Chico, whenever we go to the cemetery, I always seem to see something. Whatever.
Kasi nga may you have that gift.
It's the worst. It's not a...
Pero Chico never sees anything, tama? Diba? You never see anything.
No. Kasi I remember somebody telling me once na parang say it out loud if you don't want. Parang there's this code between the living and the non-living. Na parang if you say it very respectfully na please don't show yourselves to me. I'd rather that you did not.
Okay, since
parang they'll be nice naman daw and they won't show themselves to you.
Since na bring up na rin, I just want to repeat. Please, I don't want to see anything. I don't want to feel anything. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I
appreciate it.
Natatawa ako, alam mo tong show natin, parang any ad-lib, whether we're talking about a topic, dalawa lang ang eventual na pinupuntahan. Either sexy or nakakatakot.
That's
like nagsusword.
Or both.
That's the
about something serious.
That's the identity of TMR in 2020. In 2021.
Diba?
It's nakakatakot.
Sexy or nagiging takotan.
Like, nakakatakot either yung exorcist or ghost or pandemic related.
So alam na natin kung ano yung magiging movie natin if they were ever to make a movie na The Morning Rush movie.
Scary movie.
It's going to be scary sexy. Oo, ganun yung
Yung mga scary movies naman these days, ganun naman ang kalabasan eh. Scary.
It's an excuse to be sexy.
Yeah, true.
Sexy. Diba?
Pero it would be nice, no? Like a legit Like hindi siya parang alam mo yung clickbait na let's just put sexy stuff, to get box office. Yung legit sexy and scary, it would be a nice challenge for a really talented script writer and director. Yung tipong hindi ka maka-decide kung nata-turn on ka ba or natatakot ka. Kasi I gets yung talagang legit sexy siya and scary.
That's kind of interesting.
That would be a good challenge.
Kind of like the vampire movies.
Kind of interesting because my series is scary and, well, it's the end of the world. And it's also sexy.
Oh.
So it's what I'm going to be doing in 2 days.
Well, there you go.
Right? So I'm excited for you guys to see it. It's gonna look interesting. We'll see.
Right? All right. So, but there you go. Na-guidance ka because tell us all about it. Twitter.com/RX931. Please include hashtag The Morning Rush and hashtag na-guidance ka because in all your tweets.
Monster RX 93.1. It's Riot Wednesday with Daughtry, fronted by, of course, former American Idol contestant Chris Daughtry. Over you, he returned to reality TV, a singing competition when he joined The Masked Singer back in 2021. 7:43, that song was requested via Twitter. Going out to Victoriano, thank you for tuning in. If you've got requests, you can send them over, hashtag RX request. Saying good morning as well to Renz Rufil, 7070 Juice Blank. What's up, Patrick Starlord, and Mark Eusebio, who wants to say hello to Joe, Maureen, Chris, April, Roselle, and Keith. Good morning, Kenneth, Kim, Javier, Your Cup of Tino, Simply, Jean Archer Aguilar, Jungkook's Girl, and Jimbo Limbo. Enjoy this next track, something from Creed, My Sacrifice, only on The Monster.
The Morning Rush Top 10. TMR Top 10.
Monster RX 93.1. Time for another batch of the Top 10. Hello, 36-year-old co-host.
Oh, you called me? All right, so I'm here.
Last time I checked, we're close to that age. Than Chico.
Malalagpasan nyo nga ako di ba? Dadating yung araw, malalagpasan nyo.
No, when you weren't here Monday, we made a decision to stay 25. All three of us.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, so we're all 25.
That's how you want to play the game. So starting tomorrow, I will be 24. Ganun din pala. Tapos alam mo yung sa natin, compete natin, ang kalalaunan nito, lahat tayo 0 years old.
You know what?
Lahat tayo newborn. No?
Take from the book of Mama Ru and learn to get your skin from the top of your head and pull it backwards.
Yeah, the secret to being
It's
ageless.
the secret.
Yeah.
Ang tanggalin nyo yung skin nyo sa batok. Pull it down. Tapos pull it down. Para mabanat yung
Ang layo naman nung buwelo from the batok.
layo ng para walang tahi, di ba? Hindi kita. Sa batok ka kumuha, tapos mag-long hair ka lagi para natatakot.
Madali kasi kay Mama Ru kasi kalbo siya, tapos pag tinape mo, papatungan ng wig. Diba? Nobody will see it anymore.
All right.
That's
Yeah.
true. Hey, yeah, that is true. But, di ba masakit yun?
I don't know. I've never done it before.
Di ba sabi nga nila, yung pag sobra ka daw, nung bata ako, naniniwala ako, sabi nila, pag sobra ka daw ng facelift, sa kakabanat nila, yun daw pusod nasa may throat na. So, kita na raw sa leeg.
That's so strange.
Oh my God.
Kakabanat mo.
Ang
Yeah,
exact.
that's what I heard.
Wait,
Sad.
speaking of
Sad, obviously.
speaking of banatan, that didn't sound right.
Ay.
Speaking of No, I meant like banat ng skin. Yung banat ng skin.
Okay.
Somebody on Twitter actually said, yung alamat daw ng baka and kalabaw is actually in your book, Chico.
Oh!
Yeah. I think, was it Patrick Starlord who tweeted us? Yeah, I think Patrick Starlord said, FYI, nasa book ni Chico yung... Yeah, Patrick Starlord. Just want to point out na yung alamat ng baka at kalabaw nasa book ni Chico. For real?
How could I not remember? How come I can't remember?
It was that long ago. Baka.
Holy crap.
Literally,
Kasi
baka.
Di ba Pinoy Legends yung yung book mo about mga ganon?
Yeah, no. Asian myths.
Oh, well, yeah.
So, yeah.
Probably.
Not just
maybe.
Pinoy, pero yeah. So, you know what? Maybe it's not Pinoy kasi I remember the Pinoy one that I got kasi I got it from different countries like Vietnam, Cambodia, China, Japan, or something like that. Ang kinuha ko from the Philippines is yung, if I'm not mistaken, something about Bathala.
Oh.
Basta ganon. Anyway, it was such a long time ago, so I don't remember. But, thank you for reminding me. Let me check. I have the book. I will check it out.
Check
Thank
it,
you.
please.
Actually, my favorite book when I was younger was also a fairy tale kind of book from Bhutan.
Oh.
Tales of... Because my dad went over there and he brought home a book from Bhutan. And I remember it distinctly, but I don't remember the stories. Like, I remember distinctly reading it over and over again when I was younger. But then, like, after a while, kasi you really forget.
Yeah. Oh naman.
Diba?
Especially kung bata ka
Ang
pa when you
super
read it.
ko, I remember I put 2 Filipino folk tales or fables. Ang isa ko pang nilagay because it was my favorite as a kid. Yung the monkey and the turtle. Parang yung alam mo yung ang matching at ang pawikan basta parang ganon na 'di ba yung
naguunahan
nag-away
sila? Ay hindi. Okay.
Hindi iba pa yon. The tortoise and the hare naman yon.
Oh.
Ito yung parang nag-aaway sila yung unggoy tsaka yung pagong tapos parang nung nahuli siya basta marami pa mahaba pa yung start pero ang ending niya parang nahuli siya nung unggoy tapos sabi niya alam mo tatadtarin kita hanggat mamatay ka. Tapos sabi nung pagong, mas smart yung pagong. Sabi niya, sige, tadtarin mo ko. Parang hindi ako natatakot kasi meron akong shell. So hindi mo ako matatadtad. Well, in fact, pwede siyang tadtarin. Parang inaano niya, reverse psychology niya. Tapos sabi niya, ganun ba? O sige, susunugin kita. Sige, nakikiliti lang ako sa apoy. Sabi nung unggoy. Basta ganun. Tapos yung unggoy kept on believing him. Tapos sabi niya, pero please, wag mo akong itatapon sa dagat kasi takot ako sa tubig. Like literally, he said the opposite of what was true. So, reverse psychology. So, ginawa ng unggoy, sabi niya, ganon please, wag. So, tinapon niya ngayon yung pagong dun sa dagat. And then the pagong was like, I'm an aquatic creature.
Tawa ako. Kasi team pagong ako dito sa storya na to. Hindi ako mahilig sa unggoy I don't like monkeys.
Oo. Pero diba, it's so funny na, like, nag-reverse psychology siya, girl.
And it worked.
Matalino kasi ang pagong.
Pero diba supposedly matalino ang matching?
Ang matching.
Oo.
Hindi, ito nga yung, diba, matalino man ang matching na paglilinlangan din. Yun yung parang moral.
Oh, yeah. There's that saying. Oo,
diba? So apparently parang doon ginamit yung saying na yun sa story.
So alam nyo na, reverse psychology lang ang katapat ng matching. So if you ever encounter one.
Yeah, you gotta outbeat them. You gotta beat them in their riddles.
These are nakakatuwa to remember. Kasi I'm pretty sure
I love folk tales.
I'm pretty sure most of us heard those stories when we were little. Pero yun nga, eventually nakakalimutan mo na din pag hindi mo na babasa ulit or napapag-usapan.
OMG, by the way, Hazel, I just read up on that thing we were talking about a while ago. That ad campaign gone wrong.
Oh, yeah.
The tea! I'll send it to you, Chico. Check it out. It's crazy.
Okay. So, here we go. Call me RB. Thank you for the topic. Na-guidance ka because, from 7070, nilagyan ko ng palaka yung drawer ni Sir para mapatili siya. So, nahuli.
First of all, hindi pwede sa akin to kasi ako yung titili pag nakita ko pa lang yung palaka. So, how can I even put it there.
How could you capture it and put it
Yeah,
there?
no, that's not gonna
Kaya
happen.
ako basta smooth, hindi ako takot sa palaka. Ang ayoko yung may warts.
I don't like
Kasi
frogs.
pag may warts,
I cannot deal with frogs.
I remember, speaking of, former RX jock Andre, he was a graveyard for a time. So I had this favorite game that I would play on my phone. It was collecting frogs. So every time may gumaganon. So one time, I was just like minding my own business. I was on the other side of the table. And then, biglang sabi niya, "What's that?" Sabi ko, "Huh? What? Is there a frog?" Kasi iba talaga yung itsura niya.
Yeah.
Namumutla siya.
He's definitely
And I was
afraid
like,
of them.
"What?"
Yeah.
Sabi ko, "It's my app." He's like, "Can you not play it while I'm here?"
I wonder what triggers that in your childhood.
As in like literal, pinatigil niya yung game ko. Kasi hindi niya kaya na nadidinig.
Yeah, he
yung
couldn't
frog.
stand it. Yeah. Oo nga.
I wonder
so
what
funny,
triggers.
like-
I wonder what the trigger is.
It's funny how the male jocks are the ones mostly deathly afraid of frogs. Like Andre, JC,
Me.
Marky.
Yeah, because like for example, when it comes to alligators or snakes or whatever, I'm chill. I'll hold them. I'll touch them. I'll go to the crocodile farms. When it comes to frogs, like literally, I can dissect it. My favorite Pokemon are frogs. But when it comes to actual real life frogs jumping around, that's when I can't deal with it.
Ako kasi in general, I'm jumpy talaga. And I don't like touching creatures.
Reptile creatures.
Well, creatures in general.
Even
I'm not
dogs.
Of course I touch dogs, but I wash my hands after. But I'm just generally that type of person.
Okay.
Medyo squeamish. Madidirihin ako. So, anyway, even dissecting frogs in school, I never did. Like, I would let my classmate or my group mates do it. Pero hindi ako yung maghihiwa or like I'ma stay as far away as possible. I never did it.
So sabi mo, Hazel, you're jumpy?
Yeah.
Anong last name mo? Madrigal?
Chico, I cannot. Okay, bye. Can I turn off his mic now?
Wait, sino si Jumpy
I
Madrigal?
cannot. Si Jumpy.
Si Jumpy.
Former senator.
I cannot.
Oh, ito, from Jawi naman. From Jawi. Nag-guidance ka because, true story, forgery. Binago ko kasi yung date of birth ko sa birth certificate para makasali ako sa varsity
Saan? Inulit mo pa no?
sa varsity team ng batch namin.
Ikaw, sali ka ba?
Chico's been watching too much of the Olympics.
Kayo ba sumali pa kayo sa varsity team? Nag-varsity ba kayo back in
You know what?
high school? or
I
grade
was
school?
I was in a couple of varsity teams in high school.
Our resident jock.
Yeah. Well, I was also the captain of a couple
Wow.
of said teams of track and cross country.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That's fantastic.
Sir, yes, sir.
So-
Captain.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
So I was the
Oh,
varsity
Captain, my
team
captain.
leader.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So yeah.
Iba yung coolness pag pag part ka ng varsity.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun because we got to travel the world. I mean, Southeast Asia, Singapore, Indonesia for meets.
And it's the whole, alam mo yung papasok ka sa school tapos hindi ka naka-uniform, naka-varsity jacket ka or like you're wearing...
Bawal.
Ay, talaga?
Well, we had jackets, but you had to see the logo.
Kasi,
And We only had uniforms in my high school years because in my middle school years wala pang uniform.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
when we moved lang to BGC because our old campus was near yung Century Mall now. That was our
okay.
That was our campus. And then when we moved to BGC, that's when we started wearing uniforms and we had Spirit Week. That was the only time where we got to wear like themed clothing. Did you ever have those days where you had like a day where you were not wearing uniform?
Yeah, I remember we would have those days. Pero kasi when you watch yung mga high school movies, diba? Ganun usually or like yung mga shows.
Yeah.
Yung parang, the jocks, they would always be in their varsity jackets and very Noah Centineo.
They'll date the cheerleader.
Yeah. Or actually, in most shows, they usually date someone that's not popular. That's what happens.
Oh yeah,
diba?
that's true.
Yung usual,
In recent years. Pero back in the day, diba? All of the old high school movies, the jock and the cheerleader and then the nerd and the nerd, diba?
Tapos biglang ngayon, idadump na nung jock yung cheerleader for someone who's not popular. Or vice versa, yung cheerleader, idadump yung jock for a nerd.
Yeah. No. And that's normal these days, yeah.
And coming from Juice Blank naman, nag-guidance ka because tinry ng classmate ko yung motor ko nung high school. Tapos bumangga sa gate ng school.
Oh my
Buti
God.
okay lang siya at yung motor. Pero nasira yung gate.
Yikes.
Well, kasi diba, if they're not used to riding motorbikes, that's not a wise thing to
Parang
do. Let
diba?
them ride a motorbike.
Parang it jerks kasi. Like,
Yes.
upon
Yes.
starting it, parang biglang may sudden movement yung motor. Parang ganun no? That's what I usually see.
And from your arch angle naman, yung nilak ko si classmate sa CR, tapos nagplay kami ng cassette tape ng theme from Exorcist. So yung iyak siya ng iyak.
Why would you do that? You're horrible. Oh my God.
Sobrang sama. And then from Richard Galileo, nag-away yung dalawang babae dahil sa akin. Akala nila parehas ko silang girlfriend. Hindi ko naman sila nililigawan. Hi, high school life.
Oh
Ang haba
my
ng hair.
gosh.
Hindi mo niligawan both and pinag-aagawan ka. Like they claim they're your girlfriend.
Dang. That's happened to my brother and like not in school even, like as adults. Like there were women who fought over him. Like,
What?
Yeah, like barangay levels, ganon. Had to...
Ala!
Yeah. It was so weird. But yeah, I witnessed that kind of thing.
And here we go. And the top. The top na guidance ka because comes from Patrick Starlord and Wildfire.
They both say,
Nag-hire ako ng fake parent to get my report card. Sabi ni Patrick Starlord.
why? Para hindi
Like,
makita ng parents mo yung report card mo.
Yes. Can you imagine like hiring, not naman hiring, pero like may kinuntsaba ka na adult na, kunyari ikaw ang parent ko, kunin mo yung report card ko na puro bagsak. And then, so that the parents will not find out. And nahuli siya.
Pero hindi, tsaka ang ano ko lang doon, won't your parents find out anyway, eventually? Because I'm pretty sure they're gonna ask you or they're gonna look for it, diba? Hindi ba tatanungin nila na, saan yung report card mo? Ba't di ko pa nakikita?
Oo nga, no? Yeah.
Diba?
But right, parang, yeah, well, obviously, they're going to
Or
want to
or
find out.
you're just delaying it para medyo, alam mo yun, hindi na fresh pag by the time makita nila.
Oo, totoo. But wow, yeah, ang lakas na loob mo. Kasi you're just, it's a matter of time. They will find out.
Yun nga.
Yeah, it's that kind of crime na hindi mo siya talaga, siguro you'll get away with it for maybe like one sem. But it's not gonna happen like until the end of the year. You're bound to get caught.
Yeah.
And from Wildfire naman, na-guidance ka because sinumbong ko sa BIR si teacher. Kasi nagbebenta ng tosino pero walang resibo.
Oo nga, no?
Sa BIR.
Oh my God.
Oh, good Lord! Good luck sa inyong pareho. Sa'yo tsaka sa teacher mo. Ikaw, lagot ka sa teacher mo. Yung teacher mo, lagot sa BIR. Yeah. So, there you go. The top 10 na guidance ka because if you've got entries, go ahead and tweet us. Twitter.com/RX931. Please include hashtag The Morning Rush and hashtag na guidance ka because in all your tweets.
And remember, if you've got requests or greets, you can send them over Twitter at RX931, hashtag RX request or hashtag RX greets. We'll go check them out in a bit. Manila's hottest monster, RX 93.1. It's Riot Wednesday, requested by Oscar de la Hopia. Justin Timberlake, Like I Love You, back to back with something from Spice Girls, Holler. Also a requested track. That one we're sending out to the Ramen Boy. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yes. So thank you again, the Ramen Boy, and saying hi to a few other people locked in who are also sending their RX requests. Hi to Fry and Pop 17, Engelbert, Lazaro, Aloha, Rushers. Please say hi to Tin and Annie. What's up? Mighty Borgie says, having my home workout while listening to the show. Hey, good for you. It's very important to stay fit, especially now. And if you all heard, now in NCR, you're not allowed to work out outside.
Yeah, just try to find a way to do it indoors.
Try to do it indoors for now. Hi to Claro Tungol, who says hello, and can you wish my girlfriend Honey a happy anniversary? Ooh,
it's our anniversary.
Manila.
Happy anniversary.
Okay. Happy anniversary, and hope you guys have a great one. Spending time either together or through Zoom.
We're happy you're happy, Claro.
Yes, we are. You know, we're very happy for you. Hi to Emo Fats. Good morning. Buti na lang andyan kayo. Bad trip pa naman simula ng araw ko.
Oh, no.
I think spilled, oh no, his food on the ground.
That sucks.
That sucks. Sydney Schroeder says, thanks for playing Starships.
You're welcome.
It feels weird hearing Nicki Minaj on Riot, but here we are.
I know.
Here we are. Saying hi to Gian or Magian Dangumaga, who says, please greet me for my birthday tomorrow. It's his birthday tomorrow.
Happy birthday!
Because I'm celebrating it in Canada. It would mean so much to me. Ooh. Silent Rusher, and always up to date with the podcast. Hi to Heidelin kita sa aking palash.
Heidelin kita sa aking palasyo.
Greeting, call me RB, who says, thanks for choosing my topic. Dami ko na sana TS entries kaso di makakoncentrate. Busy morning because one of our employees died last night due to COVID.
Oh my God. We're so sorry to hear that.
Sorry for your loss. Please double ingat daw. It's very important. It's very, very important. Patrick Starlord says hi and requesting a song na didn't kakadiscover ko lang dahil sa TikTok. An older song. Hey, really?
Yeah, some songs, you know, they're back because
Thou
of
shall
TikTok.
play bills. Dun, 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 dun. I love that song.
Me too.
S. Capolone says hi to me. Say hi to me, please. And tips naman para sa mga katulad ko maglaro ng mag-Pokemon Go. Kami ni Chico. Yeah, of course. Send us messages. We'll try to help you out as much as we can, if we can. And Renz Rufil is locked in, as well as Nanoy Jr., Juice Blank saying hi. Lots of people locked in today. I guess it's because we're all stuck at home. Victoriano and your Cappuccino. And hi to Archer Galar, who greets the usual suspects, Mama Juvie, Happy Pill, and Kuya Anthony. You know what? Let's greet more later because there's a lot of greets. But yeah, thank you so much for locking in, and hope you have a great day.
We're glad you're enjoying the playlist. Of course, we're playing songs from the 2000s to the 2010s. This happens all day long. It is Riot Wednesday.
The Morning Rush Top 10. TMR Top 10.
Monster RX 93.1. Time for the top 10. Hello, Chico.
Hello. All right. Here we go. We've got our top 10 for today. Thanking Call Me RB for the topic na guidance ka because let's start off with Arch Aguilar. Kasi nung Teacher for the Day event sa school, nagpa-uwi ako ng mga estudyante na noisy.
I never thought of that.
Meron ka lang, pretend teacher ka lang, nagpa-uwi ka. Just,
Well, ako nagpatayo, tapos pinagalit-galitan ko siya.
may
Yeah.
binato ka, di ba?
No, that was when I was president and one of the kids was just... Actually, masama talaga akong president. In first grade, I was also president. I was in charge of the class when my teacher left. Yung may pinalo ako ng ruler. Tapos iba nasapak ako. Sinapak niya ako. Kasi pinalo ko daw siya ng ruler. And then in fourth grade naman, yun, boy din, pinato ko ng eraser. Kasi I was like, if you're not gonna stop, babatuhin kita ng eraser. Tapos sabi niya, So, yeah, binato ko siya. I had pretty good aim. I mean, I hit him straight in the face.
Deserve.
Yeah. So,
Deserve.
moral of the story, don't vote for me. Parang ano na lang, i-appoint nyo na lang ako na Madam Pagcor para wala nang problema.
Ayun, pwede yun.
Pwede
Tsaka
yun.
In charge ka ng limpak-limpak na salapi.
Oo. Wag na lang yung don't put me in charge pag yung pagdidisiplina. Parang hindi okay. I might just end up abusing my power. So, yeah, just put me in charge of the money. I got you.
Okay. And at saka ako, I can attest sa honesty ni Hazel sa pera kasi usually inaambag ko na yung buong 1,000 ko tapos siya na bahala mag-spread into the days of coffee buying.
We do that. Oo nga eh. We should have done that pala yesterday. We forgot.
Oo nga.
We'll do that again on Friday.
It's easier.
I know.
And then from 7070, nag-guidance ka because yung question, ano ang English ng bahay kubo? Diba nipahat? Nilagay ko, house made of indigenous materials.
Yan.
Namimiloso po daw ako.
What's wrong with
Pero
that?
technically, it's correct.
Oo.
Alam mo
Tama naman
ako, I would say that's actually technically correct. But what is it more commonly known as? Pero
Right.
hindi ko siya ipapunish kasi for me, parang I am a sucker for like a wordsmith. Diba? It means
Yeah.
they know how to play around with words. For me nga, dapat nire-reward yung ganyan.
Exactly.
Kasi it's not wrong. Kasi totoo yun, pilosopo. Pero, is he wrong?
Mas
He's
mahirap
not.
pa nga
Diba?
yung niya
Technically,
eh.
it's correct.
Yung binigay niya na answer eh.
Yeah.
Exactly. So ako, I would reward that as a teacher. Milky Bear says, na-guidance ka because mas mapula pa ang lipstick ko kesa kay mom. You know, that's my question.
What?
For like all-girls school or co-ed, kasi I was,
Bawal.
other than college, I was never, bawal ang all kinds of makeup?
Yeah, bawal.
All
Super bawal.
kinds?
Although in high school, I remember I would just have chapstick on. So I would always have a chapstick in my pocket. Tapos pwede namang mag-powder, but usually yung like baby powder, ganun. Yeah, bawal yung makeup as in makeup. Bawal nga magkulay ng hair eh.
Like foundation,
Oh,
bawal.
absolutely
Bawal
not.
foundation.
Bawal. Tsaka bawal yung may kulay yung hair. Well, in my school kasi Catholic, all girls Catholic school siya. So, ang daming bawal. Bawal yung a certain length of your hair. You can't cut it too short. Bawal yung socks na masyadong maikse that you can't see the socks anymore. Yung parang foot socks.
The socks. Yeah,
bawal
right,
yun.
right.
Bawal yung skirt mo na if it's too long, that's bawal. If it's too short, that's bawal. It has to be, if I remember right, 2 inches below the knee. Ang daming rules. Sobrang daming rules.
Diyos ko, bawal lang makeup pero may kaon.
Bawal din naman kasi yun. Bawal din yun eh. Bawal din
bawal din
yun.
ba yun?
No, actually, nag-guidance ako
Okay.
because of that. But I'll tell that story when we end.
Later. Sige. Patrick Starlord says, na-guidance ka because naglagay ako ng copy ng 50 Shades of Grey sa library. Siningit niya yung libro doon.
Oh my God! Alam mo, may book sa library namin na nakasingit na medyo sexy book. Kasi usually, diba, they're very aware of what books are there. Dapat sobrang wholesome yung mga books kasi nga, hello, like I said, Catholic school. Pero for some reason, I'm not sure if maybe a student also just put the book there, but we found this book called Tall, Dark, and Deadly. To this day, I remember the title. It's called Tall, Dark, and Deadly. Tapos medyo sexy book siya.
Ayan.
Parang hindi naman like all out, you know, sobrang erotic or erotica or whatever. Pero alam mo yung mga books na, yun nga, medyo sexy vibes. Tapos I remember, yeah, we all borrowed the book.
I remember the first long novel.
It's a film.
Kasi I was a big fan na of books in general. Pero I have never read those thick pocket books. Yung novel talaga. And the first one that I ever tried reading, I just took a book sa bahay and I'm like, okay, I think I'm ready for like a long book. Turned out to be rather SPG. Because it was Sidney Sheldon. I didn't know na it was medyo parang on the sexy side. So when I read it, I was shocked. I was like, oh my lord, ooh, what is this? Diba? Are you familiar with Sidney Sheldon?
Yes. I think I've read one. Windmills of the God, if I'm not mistaken. My mom kasi used to read
diba,
Sidney Sheldon. Gusto niya yun when she was younger.
Exactly. Diba? So parang medyo like, ala, may mga, I mean, there are pretty graphic scenes.
Walang ano.
If you think about it.
Mas malala yung VC Andrews, if you're familiar. Kasi medyo VC Andrews naman, usually very incestuous yung stories niya sa novels niya.
Ala?
Yeah, actually, they've turned several of her books into movies. May film adaptation na yung mga books niya. Maganda. I mean, I was a fan when I was in high school.
Naman, yeah.
Yeah.
Ano lang shock kapag first long novel mo yon. Medyo like, hala, bakit may gano'n? Akala ko mag-ano siya. Yung pag kunyari, yung parang, okay, and they started kissing. Akala ko yung magka-cut away na siya. And
but
then,
no.
Okay, next scene. Hala, nagtuloy-tuloy. No.
As he slowly
took
off. May ganun diba? Yung parang very detailed pa naman if nakasulat siya.
I mean, to be fair to Sidney Sheldon, those are just the sexy scenes. Pero meron naman siyang actual kwento. Hindi siya romance novel. Gets?
Yeah.
Like usually there's a parang theft or may crime usually yung kwento. So hindi naman siya puro sexy lang, di ba? Kaya lang, when you get to the sexy part, no holds barred.
Oh yeah.
Talagang like medyo pornographic yung dating. And from Victoriano, na-guidance ka because instead of saying, yes ma'am, I said, sure, Lodi.
Pero polite
so,
naman
I mean, medyo old school. Actually. Hindi, pero I can imagine, kunyari, madre. Tapos,
you
sure, Lodi.
You probably can't say that. So.
Yeah, you're gonna get in trouble.
And from Quivo, true story. Kasi isipin nyo nagbibiro siya pero legit. Sabi ni Quivo, na-guidance ka because pinababa ko yung grades ko, especially math. Not because nahihirapan ako, pero to be honest, nagsawa ako maging star section palagi. Like literally.
Why?
Pinababaan niya ng sadya yung grade niya.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Kasi nagsasawa siya to be always on the top.
No, it's not because of that for me. I never would have done that. I never did that kasi why would I want to be in another section? All my friends are in that section. So, obviously, you want to
that's true.
You want to remain
That's
classmates with your friends, with your barkada. Parang
Ako kasi, it was a very sore spot sa akin yung honor section.
Why?
Kasi entering high school, you take a test, right? Before you get to go to high school, magte-test kayo to determine the sections. So, I made it to the honor section. Kasi in LaSalle, during my time at least, merong honor section, tapos there's the semi-honor section, tig-isa lang yon, and then the rest. Okay? So, I was honor section first year.
Yeah.
Tapos, wala ka ng test afterwards. It would be
Yeah.
based on your grades. Na. So, if you're in the top 30 of the batch, you'd remain honor section. If you go below 30, then you go to the semi-honor section. So, after the first year, second, third, and fourth, nasa semi-honor section na ako. And it drove me nuts.
Oh,
Kasi
no.
I'm OC, di ba? So parang para kang silver medal all throughout.
Na-eliminate ka.
Oo, yung
Nalagas ka.
alam mo yung you still feel like you're better than most of the batch but not good enough to be in the honor section.
Oh, I'm disappointed in you, Chico. Sa amin kasi walang semi-honor section.
Meron kaming
sa amin,
semi-honor.
ang tawag kasi cream section. Or when I was younger, pilot section.
Okay.
So it's either pilot section or cream
Kasi sa akin
section.
parang sana ano na lang, honor and the rest. Kasi parang there's something so weird. It's like making a section, it's the runner.
Parang kang in limbo.
Do you have
Oh,
Did you have an
it's so weird.
honor
It's
society?
So weird.
Oh, we didn't have that. Walang ganon.
Kahit
Kasi,
in college?
what do you mean in college? Well, there's a dean's list.
Okay. But they don't have like a parang
Parang a group na.
Eta Sigma Delta or something na may...
Oh, parang wala. Wala kasing, parang fraternity yung dating pag ganon, diba? Yung mga Sigma,
not
whatever.
necessarily because sometimes they have societies that are in as a prestigious group and they're basically there and then but they don't have their own parang frat house.
Baka that's usually for college. Parang walang ganyan sa mga high school and elementary
okay.
dito. Pero kasi for college din naman, most students kasi parang in and out of the... I mean, I'm sure maraming consistent dean's lister. Pero usually, there would be a term na you're a dean's lister. There would be a term na you don't make it.
Okay.
So, depende. But yun siguro for yung
I think
talagang
at saka
consistent from
I
start to finish.
Yeah.
I think rin because that doesn't exist in the Philippine university setting. I think that's more of a Western
okay.
university kind of.
No, because
Kasi even the people that I know na consistent honors, they don't have that kind of.
They don't have like
organization
a whole
puro honor
society.
students lang.
because
Wala,
like
wala.
what
Not in the Philippine setting.
until today. Well, yeah. So I got into the honor society in college.
Cool.
We were only 2 in the marketing class, and what was interesting is I still get parang messages from the people who are in the society and job information offers.
Oh, that's nice.
So it's a great society to be in because you have a group of people from around the world who are all part of that and who could offer you work, who could offer you free stays in their hotels because it's a hotel
Right, of course.
honor society.
That's a good network to have.
It is.
Yeah.
It's an awesome network. So yeah.
Well, on paper kasi, yun naman talaga yung purpose din ng mga fraternities and sororities. Meron lang kasing blemish nung hazing, nung initiation. But technically speaking, that's also the purpose of it. Diba? That's why a lot of, especially in the medical and the law industries, parang they're saying sometimes even if they don't believe in the concept of initiation, and parang mapipilitan ka kasi medyo essential siya to have that kind of network when you enter the real world. So they were saying medyo super helpful siya.
And
You
it's
can do without it.
It's
But it really
legal, diba? In a lot of schools. Like in UP, talaga namang legal yung ganun. Kasi in LaSalle, I remember, when you enter the school, they make you sign a waiver that says you're not going to enter any fraternity or sorority or whatever. So may ganun, may waiver ka na isa-sign. It's bawal. I don't know now if they
Ganun
changed
kasi.
it already.
Kami kasi bawal lang yung hazing. Like, it's definitely illegal. But pwede ka mag-fraternity, mag-sorority. Wag lang kayong mananakit.
Yeah, don't
Sa
hurt
amin
people,
bawal.
Sometimes.
Ang weird ng may waiver, pero ang dami,
all.
pero you know what, ang dami ko rin yung namang kilala na may fraternity sila kahit bawal. Hindi, that didn't stop
Bawal.
them.
Hello.
I watched
Tale as old as time.
Yeah.
a documentary on Bilibid and I saw like the kids who were law students and then they got diba they were in prison for being a fraternity or for hazing.
Yikes.
It was a big case daw.
Yeah, di ba nga dito ang daming cases na ganyan na may namamatay from hazing.
Terrible.
Yun nga. And coming from Adobo Mix, na-guidance ako because naglagay ako ng bunot sa bag ni teacher. Hindi ng classmate ni teacher. At naiuwi niya.
That's dirty.
The next day, galit na galit yung teacher.
Hello?
Bakit may bunot?
Ang dumi-dumi
Alam mo,
nun
hate ko sa bunot.
Tinatapakan yung bunot
hate ko sa bunot.
Oh.
Other than that, ang hate na hate ko, when you see mga bunot, sa mga households na meron pa rin bunot, check nyo yung bunot nyo. Ang hate na hate ko, nakastuck yung mga buhok. Yung mga buhok ng tao, may mga mahahabang strands. They get caught up in the bunot, in the bristles. It's so disgusting.
It's the same thing with brooms. I mean, listen, if you live with females, especially ones with long hair, that's super common. Actually, sometimes I think to myself, yung bahay ko, ang nakatira ako, yung furniture ko, at buhok ko. Kasi like, literally everywhere you'll see hair. Kaya when I sweep the floor, kasi I sweep before I vacuum, so I sweep first, sobrang daming hair na dumidikit dun sa broom, which is a good thing na yung dustpan ko, kasi it's like a set. Yung parang may ngipin yung dustpan na pwede mong idaan dun yung broom para matanggal yung hair.
Ay, pareho pala tayo.
Ako yata nag-send ng link sa'yo.
Ikaw nag-recommend sa akin.
Ako yata nag-recommend sa'yo nun eh.
Oo, ikaw nag-recommend sa akin.
Diba? So that helps a lot. And then after mag-broom, that's when you vacuum. Para hindi masyadong madaming buhok na.
So that's how it is.
Yeah, it's really difficult pag mahaba hair mo. Ikaw ba, you don't experience that?
I do experience it, but I also have a bot.
Oh,
a vacuum
right.
bot that cleans every day. So it gets rid of all of my unwanted hair from...
Parang pag sinabi mo, it gets rid of all my unwanted hair. Na-imagine ko yung yung bot mo, inaano ka, winawax ka.
Lay bare, here I come. You bought it? So, where did you bought your bot?
Nakakasal.
Where did you bought
Where did you
your
botted your botted?
I cannot.
And
Did you
from
bought your
Patrick
bottom?
Starlord,
Ano daw?
Kasi sabi mong wax, di ba?
Okay. Okay.
sorry
Alright.
guys, choppy kayo. I think it's my internet. Sorry guys. Kasi basta, kung may narinig kayo, si Marcus Strom yun. From Patrick Starlord, na-guidance ka because we faked a fight just so the teacher won't give a quiz. We were brought to the guidance counselor for the fight, not for faking it because they never found out. Mission accomplished.
But I don't know, maybe...
So because of this big suntukan, wala nang quiz. Oh.
Well, you're lucky if it didn't go on your record. Kasi usually pag ganung may away na nadala kayo sa guidance, diba? Most of the time, nalalagay sa record mo yon.
See, I'm completely unaware that may mga ganyan. Kasi nga never naman ako napatawag.
Hello, nanapak ka. Pero I guess hindi nalagay sa record mo.
You know what?
Ano lang, super ano yon, minor yon, super minor.
That makes one of us, Chico. I've never thrown a punch in my life.
Chico.
I can't believe that Chico has thrown a punch and I have not thrown a punch. That's the weirdest thing.
My question is, yung sapak mo ba, Chico, parang diretso yung fist mo? As in like yung, anong tawag mo dito?
Knuckles.
Yung knuckles mo? Or yung parang, yung parang dulo lang nung sa may pinky area?
Ay, hindi. As in, hello. As in,
Knuckles?
FPJ, ganun.
may kasama pang may kasama pang pompyang sa dulo.
Hindi, tsaka may ano talaga, may
Diba, diba yung FPJ na signature move, yung sapak, pompyang. Yung parang sa gilid ng head.
Oo. As in, umiyak siya, guys.
Wow! Look at you, tough guy.
Pambansang kamao, guys.
I cannot. Can you not? Kinikilabutan. Pambansang kamao, Chico Garcia.
Oo.
I can't.
But as in, kumanta ako after. Para sa'yo. Laban na to.
Oh my God.
And the top, nag-guidance ka because comes from Maantaj and your arch-angle.
They both say.
Maantaj says, I was having daw an intimate relationship with another girl na hindi naman totoo. Close lang kami. Ang plot twist, ang nagsumbong yung BFF niya na nagseselos sa closeness namin.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yikes.
So the friend, I mean the classmate, was BFFs with another girl. But when they started getting close, nagselos yung BFF.
So
Tapos sinumbong sila na may namamagitan dun sa dalawa.
So
they have an unhealthy, intimate
Yeah.
relationship.
she made up an all-out lie.
That's terrible.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Right?
Terrible.
Ako dapat isumbong yung babae.
Parang
Sumbong.
ano.
Kasi you're completely making it up.
But like, why are you so obsessed with me?
Exactly.
Diba?
Right?
Mm.
Tapos sasabihin niya, I'm not obsessed with you. I'm obsessed with her.
Nakakatawa. May
And,
nabasa ko online. Na a friend of mine posted. Nasa punto na ako ng buhay ko na kapag may dumating na love interest, pipilayan ko na para hindi na umalis.
Wait, ano ba yan? Nakakatakot na. And,
Yan yung kasama ko sa sa series.
I'd lock my doors if I were you.
okay. And from your arch angle naman, na-guidance ka because Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift. True story.
Layo naman. Taylor Swift. I mean, what's happening? Taylor Swift. Na, Chico. Chico, para cool. No cap. Say no cap.
No cap.
It means something true. It's like, it's a fact. Truth, like no lie.
No cap. Okay,
Yeah.
no cap. Hindi, true story. Imbis na
No
ako
cap.
ang dinala sa guidance office, si ma'am ang pinatawag. Kasi pinagalitan ako dahil hindi daw ako nag-sign of the cross. Hindi naman ako Catholic.
Pero meron kasing students talaga who go to Catholic schools pero hindi Catholic because may mga like for example, may mga classmates ako na iglesia. Pero they went to my school, a Catholic school. So pag ganon,
Right. So, dapat understand ng teacher yun. Di ba?
Yeah.
Nowadays,
Oo.
not everyone will be, I get it, it's a Catholic school, pero still, there should still be a respect for other
beliefs. You know what? Interestingly enough, that's what happened with me when my friend came from Europe to visit me here like 10 years ago. And let's just say I have a friend here who's super Christian and she's atheist. And it was an interesting situation where at the end of our conversation, we were hanging out. This is after the Star Magic Ball. This individual basically told her, God bless.
okay.
And her response was like, hey, what if I don't believe in God? You can't, on and on and on and on. And the conservative Christians were like, oh, this demonic girl, she's this and that and the other and that. And I'm like, you know what? But we have to also understand that we have to respect that maybe this person doesn't feel the same way as you about what a higher power is because she is atheist. She has a different mindset of the world. And we have to understand that. You're looking at it in terms of people who actually believe in the same or subscribe to the same belief system as you. But maybe this person believes in something completely different or doesn't believe in anything at all.
But I feel like if that happened to me and I were the atheist, I would have replied na lang na, thanks, but I actually don't believe. Like I'm an atheist, but thanks anyway.
So,
but just to cut it short.
There's two different mindsets about, and the whole thing is she's from Europe,
Right.
and diba they're in a time machine 50 years later from everyone else.
Ang hirap kasi when it becomes an argument and it becomes a whole back and forth. Kasi
So
walang
I really had to drag her
papatalo.
out of the hotel room. I was like, let's go.
Yeah.
Before they attack. Lions attack.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
Right? So, okay. So we've got 2 more batches, but when we come back, we will be on Facebook Live. So join us then. That's facebook.com/RX931.
And also Twitch TV and YouTube Live.
La 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 la.
The Morning Rush Top 10. TMR Top 10.
Monster RX 93.1. It's time for the top 10, and we are live on Facebook.com/RX931. Hello, Chico, Team Bahay.
Hello.
All right.
So much
we
tea
got our
discussed.
top 10 for today. Let's just jump into...
Chico,
Hala.
you're choppy. You just froze. You're frozen.
Frozen in time without your touch,
Chico, are you with us? You were frozen.
without your love,
Hopefully,
darling.
you can switch your connection because you're frozen. But while we're waiting for Chico to come back to
Let's
us,
say hi to a few people.
Let's
Hi
do
to
that.
Nathaniel Choliana and Cajo Dasado. What's up? How you doing? Christopher John Salvador. And of course, the usual suspects. Hi to everyone locked in, and thanks for always tuning into the Morning Rush.
Chico is just
He's just
frozen.
He is frozen.
Frozen delight, Chico Garcia.
Okay, he's out, but I mean,
Frozen
he'll be back in a little bit.
Okay.
So, hi to Nord Rusher, AC, good morning. Sheila Bulong, happy Riot Wednesday. It is Riot. There's a lot of songs that I'm listening to. I'm like, wait a second, didn't I just listen to that last year?
I know, right?
One of the top hits.
Well, we've got more songs on key for you guys, requested ones on Twitter. So just hang on tight for your requests. Hopefully it's coming up.
Yeah, and saying hi to Jean Garcia and Sebedy.
Oh, hello.
Sebedy, what's up? Here you
Good
go.
morning.
Chico is back.
Chico is back, hopefully. Oh, with better
Am I back?
internet. Yes,
you
you're
are
back.
You are back.
I transferred na to my phone. Okay.
That's
You're
much
back,
better.
back again.
All right. So from Memski, na-guidance ka because pasimuno ako sa paninilip sa boys CR. Hala to mga babaeng.
Why?
No. The super malas guy says, na-guidance ka because ginamit ko yung PA system ng school. As in, they had to sneak into the office para lang mai-announce, pangit si Romel. It was out of a dare.
Oh, no.
It was out of a dare. Okay.
Sa amin kasi yung PA
And,
system is only open for flag ceremony. So it's just on
Yes.
before classes start. And I had control of that because I was the leader of the flag ceremony every day. Surprisingly, kahit late ako, minsan alam mo yung hindi nagsastart yung flag ceremony kasi wala pa yung prayer leader. So, I
Yeah.
would run to the front so I can start it. Yeah.
And coming from Fry and Pop, nung nag-roleplay kami for a hospital scene, dapat peking CPR lang ang gagawin ko. Eh, si Crush yung kasi eksena ko, hindi ko napigilang i-lips to lips.
Oh! Oh, wow.
But the thing is, you can't fake that. If you fake a kiss, it's obvious.
Hindi siguro alam mo yung nakaganon, yung parang parang may... Parang kunyari sini-CPR mo.
Have you
School play
ever-
lang naman, di ba? Hindi naman kailangan super...
Have you ever
Realistic.
done or tried doing CPR sa dog?
No, I
have.
haven't. You have?
I have, yeah. Because when one of my dogs, no. My dog gave birth, diba? So 8 puppies. One of the puppies came out stillborn. Like it was dead. No heartbeat, no nothing. So I did the gross thing kasi I read about this already na parang yun nga, if it comes out stillborn, you can still attempt to revive it. So what I did was I sucked the nose to get the phlegm out and then spat it out.
Or were you able
And
to
then
bring it back?
lived.
Oh,
Yeah.
you were successful.
But
Good
did
job.
it- did it
started
survive?
rubbing it with a towel.
Did it survive longer than expected? I mean, did it die soon after?
Kasi wala na, I gave them away na ito.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Oh.
most of them lived like till adulthood. Yeah.
Wait,
that's
how do you
great.
do CPR? I mean, I think I've done a couple of classes, but what is the process?
Di ba may beat
Well,
yun?
I don't know about
Yung Staying
Yeah,
Alive
meron.
by Bee Gees.
staying
would be,
alive. Staying alive. Parang ganun.
Ha, 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 staying alive. So yun yung parang interval
2,
na.
3, 4.
Stay, oh, yun. Yeah, ganon. And then, na.
Okay.
Yeah.
May bilang yun eh. Oo. I think yung pag-blow yata, Marky, hindi na kailangan hindi kasama yun sa staying alive.
Di ba usually yung binoblow mo, naka-steady
Ano
lang
yun?
kasi unconscious yun eh.
Man,
So, hindi mo
ano
naman
na yun,
kailangan
parang
gumalaw-galaw.
blow, yun.
Steady lang.
Staying alive, staying alive, staying alive.
But
Hindi mo kailangan
but
tumakas.
which part is the blow? Yung who or yung press?
Yung ganon. One,
Three,
two,
four.
four, staying alive, and then
And then,
di ba? Hindi
1,
kailangan
2, 3,
beat.
4, staying alive,
Four,
staying alive, and then
staying alive. Oo. Hindi kailangan
Staying alive. Parang ano eh, para sa party nangyayari yung gano'n. Yung,
but
iba yun.
but how do you do the whole, like, do you blow air into their mouths? Like, is it cupped? Is your mouth cupped over their
Alam mo,
mouth?
I think you need to do like a course.
It says blow
We don't
3
wanna
times.
Spread something. We don't want to spread something. we're not
Exactly.
false
familiar.
information.
It's actually illegal to do CPR unless
You
You're
know
certified.
how. But
Right.
you know, there are
Because
some
people
situations.
try to guess.
There are some situations where you don't know how to do it, but
there's a need for it.
there's a need for it. If you're alone with an individual in the
there
middle
is
of
a need for
nowhere,
But sometimes when you do it wrong, that's why you cause actual damage.
oh here, it
Kasi
says
like,
it says
you
30 pumps and 2 breaths po.
According to someone in the comment section.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, actually multiple people in
they
the
all
comment
say
section.
30 chest compressions, then 2 breaths.
But you know what? It's very, very helpful to take a course just in case anything
Yeah.
happens. So if you
Definitely.
can, even if you just
I think I
watch
did
online,
one. I did one in high school kasi, but you know, sometimes you really forget,
right?
right? So
Hopefully, there's
Kasi
not a
now we
need
know,
for
like-
you to ever use it, but you know, it's good to know.
well, it's also
Kasi like for example, yung the positioning of where you do the chest compression is essential. Pag mali yung napindot mong ganon, you can break ribs, you can, so it's really better that, it's that you take the course, how many times you have to do it, how deep your breath should be when you blow into somebody's mouth. Tas meron pang i-check mo pa yun kung if they have a heartbeat at saka if they have breath. Kasi magkaiba yun Sometimes you don't have a heartbeat, so you have to do the chest compression. Minsan may heartbeat naman. So all you have to do is to do the breath part. Because their heart is beating. You don't need chest compression. That's why it's important to like take a course kasi may mga
so
steps
true.
yan that you take.
So true.
Oo, like you really have to like sa umpisa yan alam ko parang you have to ask them first if they're conscious.
Yeah.
Can you breathe? Yung ganyan. So you have to check consciousness, you have to check breath, you have to check heartbeat.
But
May mga ganun pa yan.
it's actually good to know because I actually have to perform CPR in taping. But it's for taping lang. So it has to look. So it's 30 and then okay.
Well, sana you can make it look authentic kasi diba in a lot of teleseries, it's notorious na mali. Yung mga, like, kunyari yung
Mali.
Oo, like kung ano na lang yung nakasubo sa bibig or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's
Diba-
why I'm
minsan daw, like, washing machine tubes?
Tubes, yeah.
Yung nakaganon. It's not even like for humans.
Oh no. It's not in a hospital. It's actually literally in a home. So at least if I know it's 30 and 2 and I'll probably read up more on it later. So thank you for that. Thank you.
And coming from Nero, na-guidance ka because nagsumbong yung kaklase ko kasi nag-drawing daw ako ng cat ears dun sa picture ng principal sa yearbook. Sinungaling naman siya, hindi naman ears yun eh. Sungay kaya yun.
Uy, bakit? Yearbook copy mo naman yun ah. You can do whatever you want with it.
That's true. And coming from Star Marjorie, na-guidance ka because I was doing something else in class. Biglang tinawag ako ng teacher. Tapos tinanong niya ako, what's my last word? Sabi ko, word.
It is the last
What's my
word.
last word?
It is the last word.
It is. Like, pwede mong sabihin doon, but am I wrong?
Oh, exactly.
And the top, na-guidance ka because comes from Colon MD and Karen Shi.
They both say.
Colon MD says, lagi akong team leader ng cutting classes sa hapon para uminom sa sari-sari store behind our school. Pero hindi nila ako ma-expel kasi consistent honor student ako. And based on the code name, he's a doctor now, I guess. Pero you can get expelled not for academics, even if you're like valedictorian.
Yeah.
You can get expelled for behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just because you're the smartest in the school or in the batch doesn't mean they won't expel you. They can for like really bad behavior.
They can.
May mga cases sa ganon. And from Karen Shi, na-guidance ka because first year, 12 years old pa lang ako. Buong class na pa-guidance because the girls were reading SPG romance pocketbook.
You know what? I brought a bad book in school. I found it at home. Obviously, it was my brother, so I stole it from his room and I brought it to school. And like, it got passed around. Like everybody in my class, but it wasn't like, alam mo yung parang 50 Shades. It's worse. I can tell you the name of the publication. I don't know if it still exists. My brother probably got it in the 80s or whatever, or the 90s, but it was an old book na by the time I got my hands on it. It's Beeline. That's the public. I remember it. I hope my brother is not listening because this will get awkward real quick. But I stole it. It's called like Beeline Books, Beeline Publication or Publishing. Basta Beeline. That's what I remember. And I can't remember the title anymore. But if you Google it, you will find like parang archive books online na ganon. Hindi sa promise. It's like, it's worse than, like I said, yung mga 50 Shades or yung mga ganyan. It's like a legit
Sabi nga ni
porn book.
Sabi ni Angel, pag si Hazel na ang nagsabi na it's a bad book, you know
it's a bad book.
You know how bad it is? Like, di ba usually pag mga sexy books, like the part where they moan, they just put, it made her moan in delight or in pleasure. Ganon lang, di ba? Or like, ooh, moaned Hazel. Parang ganon usually yung description.
Yeah, normally.
This book, all caps, it's like, ay! I'm not kidding. Like, ilang line ng book yung, ay! Ganon
Tapos,
ganon siya
flirt.
kuwayo. I promise. Ganon siya.
But, sige, there you go. We've got one more batch, but we will stay on Facebook Live. Team Booth will be playing a couple of songs, and we'll try to play a game when we come back.
We'll try. It's already 9:46. Hopefully you can join us if you're not there yet on Facebook.com/RX931.
La 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 la.
The Morning Rush Top 10. TMR Top 10.
Monster RX 93.1, and we're back on air. We're on Facebook Live, Facebook.com/RX931. Hello.
Hello. We played a really fun game.
That was fun.
Well, I gave them the capital, and they tell me the Philippine province.
I was quick.
So yeah, it's trickier than you thought.
It is.
But I thought it was going to be
Sometimes they're
harder. than it was. It was actually pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, because it's second nature also for us.
Yeah.
Right, diba? And tapos yun pa, like we were talking about like, diba, Davao. And apparently, asan na yun? Like, diba, there are three Davaos. Davao Oriental, Davao del Norte, and Davao del Sur. And apparently, there are...
Ay, nako, frozen ka na naman. Chico, it's time to restart your internet. But, yeah.
Yeah, saying hi again to everyone locked in. Hi to James Barreras.
Itong
What's
si
up?
Miro, inaasar ako eh. Taga Leyte po ba si Hazel? Leyte eh.
Hey, Hazel was on time today. It's 7 days of
7
being...
for 7. No late. Yeah.
Yeah, I can attest to this.
I'm a whole new woman. 7 days.
Am I back?
You're back.
You're
You're
back.
back. Oh, we were just talking about yung pang-aasar ni Nero sa akin na taga-Leyte daw ba ako? Kasi late eh. And I'm like, no. 7 days in a row. No late.
Yes. Tapos diba, yung I was saying, di ko alam, wala na pala kayo. Tatlo rin pala yung Samar. There's Northern Samar, Eastern Samar, and Samar.
Ah, wow. I
Diba?
didn't know that.
I never knew these things. Okay, anyway. So here we go. We've got our top tip for today na guidance ka because for paper clutter, nahuli kaming natutulog sa student council room habang nagkahug kay then jowa. Yeah, usually they test that. Star Marjorie says, nung tinanong kami ng class advisor namin kung may other concerns kami, sabi ko, ma'am, ako may concern. Kailan po kayo magre-retire?
Oh my God!
That's terrible. Hey.
That's terrible!
You've got
From
balls.
the talking lens says, na-guidance ka because ako daw ang highest sa IQ test sa batch namin. Na ikinagulat mga barkada ko kasi I play slow and dumb when I'm with them. Kasi diba when it comes to mga exams, sa guidance talaga yon. It's usually a guidance thing. And from Magyandang Umaga, na-guidance ka because, sabi ng teacher, isulat sa papel lahat ng natutunan sa lesson. Binulong ko sa classmate ko, paano kung wala kang natutunan? Sabi ba naman ng classmate ko, Sir, paano raw pag walang natutunan?
Oh, no.
That sounds like someone we know. It sounds very
Familiar?
familiar. Si Chico po kasi.
Hindi ako sumbongero. Rule follower lang ako, pero hindi ako sumbongero. And,
At that's
coming
why
from-
na-impeach ka, no? Ganon.
kasi I really enforce the law. Kaya nga siya law to be enforced. Why would laws be there if we didn't have to enforce them? From Liquor Ben, nilagyan ko ng tibia yung bag ng sister ko. Tapos pagbukas niya, it caused a panic sa classroom nila.
Tibia?
Yeah, like a bone. A human
Bone? An actual bone?
leg bone. It's your shin bone. Tama ba yung tibia? It's a shin bone. Yeah.
How? Where did you even get
Siguro
one?
doctor siya. Siguro
Oh,
Liquor Ben is a
wow.
doctor. Kasi diba you would have access. Sometimes you'd bring them home pa nga for like studies. And from Eisen Mac, nagbatuhan ng floor wax lahat ng boys sa class. Hala? Paano may babato yun? Di ba nasa lata yun? Or maybe like chunks of it? I don't know. It's weird.
Ew, yeah.
Yeah. And coming from Patrick Starlord,
Sorry,
after
nawalan
my
ako ng bat
classmates-
sa laptop. Sorry.
Oo nga.
Okay.
Ay, akala ko ako na naman.
No.
And from Patrick Starlord, after my classmates staged a coup because daw of my tyrannical rule as president, I declared martial law and deployed my sergeant at arms, who are also bullies, to subdue my classmates.
Dictator!
Grabe siya. Stenny Lim says, na-guidance ka because binato ko yung bahay ng hantik. Kaya sumabog yung mga hantik sa aming lahat. Yikes.
Oh, no.
You know, that's a fear of mine. Any kind of hive, whether it's hantik or bees or wasps
yeah.
or hornets.
What is the difference between hantik and bees? And
Hantik
bees?
yung malalaking
No, hantik is an
langgam.
ant.
An ant. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
That's super sakit mga gat, yung mga hantik. They're so scary. They're so scary. And the top, na-guidance ka because comes from Ed Kalaykay and Archer Aguilar.
They both say,
Ed Kalaykay says, I would constantly correct my teacher's pronunciation no matter that I was correct. Sa akin, why would you punish that? Eh, mas magaling pa yung estudyante kaysa sa teacher.
Oh, but it depends, I guess,
I mean,
on your delivery, how you tell them. Kasi if parang yung
sa
dating
bagay.
masyado kang magaling, masyado kang mayabang, I mean, they're not gonna take it well.
Yeah.
Ika nga ng mama mo, Hazel, baka nayayabangan sa'yo.
Di ba nga, I got in trouble for laughing at my teacher's spelling of stomach kasi nagkamali siya ng spelling na nilagay niya K instead of H sa dulo.
You know what happened to me recently? So I was getting into a debate with a couple of people who were saying some nasty things about a therapy that I did. So I responded by saying, you know what? It actually helped me a lot. I don't have any more polyps in my thyroid because I actually started doing this therapy. And then this doctor replied, you know what? Don't comment. Don't say these things because you know nothing. And then he goes on and on. Pero the grammar was just so off. So I'm like, before you start, and then he starts saying, you know nothing, you're not smart enough for this, you're stupid, blah blah blah. He goes on and on. And I said, before you correct me, correct your grammar first before you become a doctor.
Yeah, nakakainis naman kasi talaga when they say tapos mali-mali naman.
Mali-mali pa yung grammar.
And one last, the other top entry from Archa Aguilar, na guidance ka because nagsabit ako ng panty sa flagpole.
So I hope malinis yung panty na sinabit mo, ha?
Sana malinis.
Hindi naman yun.
Oo.
Tsaka,
why?
paano may kakabit yung panty dun?
No, it's easy. Kasi binababa yun
talaga?
Diba binababa naman?
No,
and
I mean like,
you take the flag off. I mean, you take it out of the thing. Tapos pino-fold siya, diba? So I guess pag empty na siya, may chance ka na isingit mo yung panty.
may clip ba yun, yung dulo nun? Like, how come to think of it, how do you attach the flag? Oh,
No.
I remember I did it once, but I forgot how it works.
I don't remember. Parang di ba may butas yung dun sa flag? Para
May butas yun eh. Oo nga eh.
itutuhog mo
So
siya.
iniisip ko, how do you do it? So itutuhog mo rin yung, dinalaglag yun, yung panty, pag tinuhog mo lang. Kasi hindi siya.
Oo nga, no? Baka binuhol niya.
Di ba,
or
lulusot
something.
lang siya. O baka. So what about us? What's our answer?
Well,
ako pala yun.
yung kanina.
Yun na yung kwento ko na kanina, di ba?
Oo. Ako naman yun din, yung na-mention ko na kanina. Twice lang naman ako na-guidance ever. In high school. In first year, na-guidance ako kasi sinulatan ko nga yung formal theme nung schoolmate ko. Na parang, ew, gross. Tapos kinorect ko yung grammar niya and stuff. Kasi parang, yung sinulat niya na parang, parang pag dumadaan ako sa labas, nakikita ko ang mga kalalakihan na, basta Tagalog kasi Filipino yung klase. Parang, na pinagkakaguluhan daw siya or something. Eh, inaaway niya yung bestie ko, si Jamie. Jamie, if you're watching, hello. So, inis ako sa kanya and parang hindi believable yung pinagsasasabi niya doon sa formal team niya. So, wala. Medyo I took it upon myself. Pinagbibilug-bilugan ko yung mali-mali niya and then nag-comment ako na parang, ew, gross, or parang, lies.
Grabe to.
So, ginulo ko yung ano niya. And then, natawag ako sa guidance. My mom had to go and see the counselor as well. But I got out of trouble because ewan ko, si mama kasi magaling talaga yun, mag-PR. So, parang na-chika na naman niya yung guidance. Pati yung nanay nung bata na kaaway ko. Oo, naging friend. Parang fini-friend siya. And parang ang gusto nila na idiin was my friend Jamie who did nothing. Parang kasi siya yung kaaway eh. So, siya yung gusto nila to get in trouble for what I did. And
even her mom?
Yeah. And there were other kids kasi who also did more. So, after kong sulat-sulatan yun, somebody photocopied it, like what I did, and like spread it around. Hindi ko naman yun command. Photocopy nyo tapos ikalat nyo. I didn't do any of that. Like, sinulatan ko lang. Pero siguro naaliw sila dun sa commentary ko. Pinotocopy nila, kinalat na. So, it became this whole thing. So, that's one. And the other one was yung may kaon. Na nagkahulihan ko sino yung may kaon in 4th year. So, I was one of them. And then I denied when the may kaon was there. Sabi, kaon mo daw yan. Bakit ganyan? Bawal, blah, blah, blah. And then I said, huh? No? Excuse me? As in, ganyan yung reaction ko. Kasi nga, obviously, I would deny it, right? And then yung kaon ko goes, di ba mag-on tayo?
OMG.
And I was so annoyed because parang, you dumbass. Like, why would you say that? We're supposed to deny it, right? Not that we were doing anything bad, you know. It was just more like sulat letter, ganyan, pakyut after school.
And that's not allowed?
That's not allowed, of course. So, yun, dinenay
Hazel,
ko.
sabi mo bihira ka ma-guidance? Ngayon, maga-guidance ka. Showing too much cleavage on StreamYard. Maano ka? Hintayin mo, maga-guidance ka, ha?
Wala nang principal dito. So,
I remember multiple moments
cleavage.
going to the guidance counselor, but the most prominent was that one time that I couldn't be asked to do my homework. So I photocopied my classmates' homework.
oh no.
And handed it in.
Oh no.
I was so stupid. I don't even know what I was thinking back then. I was in 6th grade, 7th grade, I don't know. And yun. So I got sent to the office and I was in detention for weeks.
Oh wow.
Luckily, I didn't get suspended. I thought I would get suspended.
Pero yung ganon, did that go on your record? Kasi ako, none of it made it sa record.
It didn't make my record because I was in middle school. Usually, middle school, you don't really get... You get a slap on the wrist. That's it. Unless you keep doing it over and over again.
Right.
But... I mean, I was a better student in high school. It wasn't really a better student. I was an athlete and a singer, so they gave me more leeway.
I think that they do that talaga. If you're like, if you're in the cream section or the honor section, or if you're
an athlete or you're a musician.
Medyo they kind of give you a free pass, so hindi talaga nakakarating sa record. Pero kung kunyari, medyo hindi ka naman... Like,
wala kang ginagawa. My middle school life was like that. Wala akong ginagawa. As in, wala akong ambag sa school at all. As in, I was literally one of the worst students, and I was a geek. You know how nerds are actually smart? Oh my gosh. I was not good looking. I was not good at sports. I was scrawny. Like literally, I was...
Hindi ka pa nagbo-bloom, no?
I wasn't bloomed in any way, shape, or form. So they would discriminate against me. Well, then again, I was also a really bad student. So it was just a mixture of different things. But the thing is, it gets better. I'm telling you. If you don't do well in middle school, I'm sure you want to step up your game in high school and try to be a better student, right?
If not in college, if not as an adult, you can always,
in life,
turn
there's so many
things
people
around.
who did really bad in high school, middle school, and in college, but when they got out, they started businesses that made so much money for them.
That's right.
So, Hazel, sabi mo ka, di ba? Cream section ka. So, pag kunyari, biglang na-decide nyo, nakakain kayo ng pie in your section.
Collectively, cream pie.
Collectively. Okay. Yeah, interesting.
Diba? Tas ikakalat nyo sa buong class kasi you wanna share the cream pie. Let's go! Let's end this conversation.
We'll see you tomorrow, guys.
Thank you for joining us. Marky's laptop is dead.
I'm so sorry. It just conked out on me. I don't know what happened.
But thanks again, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Actually, I won't be here tomorrow. But you three will be. Rico will be back tomorrow. So
It's my last day tomorrow.
Before
taping.
Okay.
Yeah, see you.
All right, we'll leave you guys with Avril Lavigne. Stick around. All Out is up next, and keep it locked to the monster for Riot Wednesday. Bye.
The Morning Rush. The Morning Rush. The landmark morning radio program on Philippine FM Radio. Winner of multiple KBP Golden Dove Awards for Best Radio Comedy Program. Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. only on Manila's hottest Monster RX 93.1.